Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Cynthia Elewuwa TV. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing okay. Anyway guys, this topic I want to discuss today is the topic I've wanted to discuss for a very long time, but I don't know why I keep delaying it. But today finally I'm discussing it. Yes, and this is about madams. Yes, my fellow madams, my fellow women that maltreat their house helps. Yes, so we get married and then we get tired of doing our house chores. Yes, our housewife chores. And then one day we decided to employ a house help, be it little or big. So sometimes we employ as small as a 4-year-old child to be our house help. Yes, and then we expect that 4-year-old child to do our dishes, to wash our clothes, both the husband and wife's own, the children's own. Okay, children that probably are the same age with that 4-year-old house help. Then he will cook. He or she will cook. We expect them to cook. We expect them to all of a sudden know how to cook. A child that is probably as old or younger than your own children, your children might not, or probably doesn't even know how to cook as yet. They don't do no laundry, they don't wash clothes, they don't cook, they don't sweep, they don't even raise a broom, they don't do dishes, they do nothing. All they do is, mommy, I'm hungry. Then you call the house help to go and fix them something to eat. A house help that is young enough to be their brother. You call on the house help, that small 4-year-old, to go and make food for your 6-year-old or 7-year-old, 8-year-old child, or even 10 years old. Then when the boy suffers or the girl suffers to make the food, however he managed to make the food, he will serve. And then you all adults will sit down and criticize the food the young lad has made, and beat him up for adding too much pepper or too much salt to the food, because you are madam. And the guy will sit down there and do nothing, absolutely nothing to your beatings and your criticism. And you go to bed at night and sleep very well and expect that everything is okay. How can you do that? How wicked can you be? He breaks a plate, you beat him for it. He talks to your children, you beat him for. You don't even allow him play with your kids, because what? He's from a lower class after all. And you and your children are from the mighty class. Above. Royals. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night after beating that young child for doing what you're supposed to be doing, for helping you do your housewife chores? How do you sleep at night? Hearing that child cry every single moment you beat him. How do you sleep? How do you live with yourself? You employ young children as house helps just because their parents couldn't afford to feed them or to send them to school. You promise them heaven and earth, and then you bring them to your house and maltreat them because, after all, their parents can't do nothing about it. You are the all and all, the madam of all madamses. How do you sleep at night? How do you live with yourself? How do you live with this wickedness in your heart? So you balance in your house, raise your 2 legs up on the table, and do nothing. You leave the whole house chores to that small boy who is your house help. At the end of the day, you give him just a little food, crumbs from the ones you guys ate, probably the ones your children remained. You give him to eat, and then you sleep at night peacefully. I doubt it. You promise the parents of the boy that you will send him to school. You will provide for him, and as well provide for them, the parents. And at the end of the day, you do nothing. God is watching you. God is watching you. Yeah. Every day we hear cases of house helps treating the children of the madams very badly. Maybe giving them their poop to eat, or putting cream in their food to eat, or even beating them up. You know, when I see such stories, I don't just go ahead to blame the children, to blame the house help. I don't do that. I don't just rush to blame the house help. The poor child has probably suffered in the hands of the madam and the entire house, and even the children. And then, when the madam leaves, the house help will do what he thinks is best for him to do, just to help himself out. Yes, he also tried to see that wickedness that the madam shows him, to just put it out on the children and see how it feels. Why do you maltreat your house help? If you think that that house help of yours is doing nothing, then send him home. If you feel that he's doing nothing in that house except lazing around, why did you now employ him? Why employ a house help when you feel that they don't do nothing? All they do is lazy around. Why employ him? Or you employ him to show your boxing skills on the poor child who has no one to speak for him. You take your children out to eat good food, ShopRite, this, KFC and all that, to fast food restaurants. You take them out, they'll balance and order heaven and earth, and you won't complain. Meanwhile, your house help is kept somewhere. You tell him or her, don't move, stay there. You guys will sit in one table and enjoy your food as a family. Meanwhile, the house help is at one corner, roasting with hunger, and you don't even care. And then on reaching your house after the enjoyment, what do? He will be the first person you will call to go and continue from where he stopped. And then you beat him to sleep. And you wake up the next day and continue the same thing. He will be sick. You won't care enough to take him or her to the hospital. What would you do? You go and buy paracetamol and give him. Whether he's okay or not is not your business. And even before he recovers, you will still start sending him on errands and make him fall back sick again. Isn't that wickedness? Meanwhile, your children, they don't raise a spoon. They don't even raise a leg. They don't do anything. Everything is for the house help to do. The little boy will do the cooking, serve you guys, the madams and the ogas and the children of the madam and ogas. With an empty stomach, he will clear the table and remove all the plates and take them to wash them. Meanwhile, your children comes to him and abuse him to death. Abuse him. And you stand there and tell them, don't mind him. He's a very stupid boy. You know, the funny thing is, when you do such things, you think that you're training your children the right way. You think that you're maltreating that boy, that he will amount to nothing in this life. Actually, no. What you're doing is training the boy. Yes, the child, the house help will survive. He will survive. And when he finally survives you, nobody in this world can conquer him. Because you've made him a victor. You've trained him. You've trained him. And those your children that you think are the almighty, you see them become useless in the future. I do not advise people to employ house helps. Talk more of employing children. And then, when you finally employ at the end of the day, what your heart will tell you to do is to maltreat that child. Treat him bad. Kill him. Anytime you see him, it's as if you've seen an eyesore. You've seen something you don't want to see. All your mind will be telling you is kill him. Kill him. After all, no one will speak for him. Why the wickedness? Why the wickedness? Treat your house helps the same way you will treat your own child. If you know that when your child does something wrong, you're going to spank him, then spank the house help the same way. But if you know that when your child does something wrong and then you overlook it, make sure you overlook when that small child called house help also does something wrong. Yes, because don't forget, how much you love your own children is the same way the parents of that house help also love their own children, their own child that you're maltreating, that is dying in your hands. Yes, he is their beloved child. Just because circumstances didn't allow them to be together and train him the way they're supposed to train him, doesn't give you the right to maltreat a child that is not yours. Treat your help the same way you want other people to treat your child. Because at the end of the day, they are human beings. They are human beings like you. And yes, they might be small today, but one day they will grow. And they will remember all those things that you did to them. What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? Anytime I hear of issues or see it online about house helps, maltreating the children of the oga and the madam, I don't blame them. I'm saying it again. I don't blame them, because that oga or that madam must have initiated it. For a young child to think that way, to think that putting cream, I mean, who even gives them such ideas of putting cream in the food of the children of the oga and the madam? If it's not what the madam has taught them, or the oga, they did not just learn it from anywhere or from somewhere else. They learned it from that person they are living with. They learned it from the wickedness that woman has been showing them. They learned it from you. So you feel that after treating him badly, your own children will be safe in his hands, in the house of any of your help? It doesn't work like that. You treat them bad, they will reciprocate it to your children when you are out. You treat them nicely, they will also reciprocate it to your children when you are out. There are some people that live with or that have been living with helps for a very long time, and they treat them like their own children. They embrace them, they give them love that they need. And never for once have you heard that those house helps turn around to maltreat the children of that oga or madam. But those of you that maltreat them badly, yes, so they will come back and maltreat your children the same way you've been maltreating them. That is life for you. Karma has its own way. Like people used to say, karma. It has its own way. What goes around comes around. Please treat your helps with love and care. Buy for them whatever you buy for your children. Your children cannot be wearing good clothes and your helps are wearing tear clothes, torn clothes, and you see them and you don't even mind. You don't care if they brush their teeth properly. You don't care if they eat. You don't care if they shower. All you care about is all the house chores that you're going to heap on them. You don't even care if they rest. You don't care if they go to school. Your children will be comfortably going to a very good school. You go and put them in one year school, or even don't put them at all, and give them food to go and be hawking for you. Such wickedness. Such wickedness. But you think that God is not watching? God is watching. One way or the other, you're going to suffer it. You're going to suffer it. And yes, that is the reason why they're going to give your children poop. Their own poop to eat. And you will suffer it. You will spend that money you don't want to spend. Treat your helps. Treat them with love and care. They are also human beings. If you know that you cannot take care of another person's child, do not employ another person's child to be your help. Do the chores yourself. You are a human being. You have hands. You will cook and you say, I'm tired. I feel so tired. You will go up the staircase. You say, I feel so tired. But you expect a child of 4 years old to do all the house chores in your house and not get tired. And you beat him on top of it. And you will not feed him. How wicked can you be? How do you sleep at night? How do you even live with yourself? You look at your children and smile, and you look at him and you frown. Such wickedness. Such wickedness. Let me tell you something. One way or the other, you're going to get your reward. If it's not from that child reciprocating it on your children, it is on your children being useless at the end of the day. Those children you protect so much with so much care and so much caution, so much love, they will end up spoiling just right in front of you with your very own hands. There is so much to say about people that maltreat their helps, but I'm gonna stop here today. If you are the type of woman, if you are among those women that treat their helps badly, please stop today. Stop it today. Start treating them nicely. When you go to shop for your children, also shop for them. When you give your children food with meat, give them with meat also. They need to grow as well. They are human beings. Love them like you love your own children. Caution them like you caution your children. Treat them the same way you treat your children. Let them play with your children. They are also human beings. Please. is enough. Enough is enough. Let love lead. Let love lead. If you know you are not the type that knows how to handle a human being, your fellow human being, do not look for help. Don't go and bring in another person's child only to kill the child. It is so unfair. Think about it. If your children were to be in that boy's shoes, how would you feel? What would you do? Please, my fellow women, let us be cautious of what we do today, because tomorrow we're going to repeat. That is it. I don't have much to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.